There's a liquid that unclogs any pipe in less than an hour. It costs very little at any pharmacy or supermarket. No household cleaning product company advertises it. Professional plumbers have known this method for many decades. It did not disappear because it failed in home pipes. It disappeared because it worked too well for the established business. A plumber who charges $200 doesn't want you to know it. What does not generate economic dependency is not taught anywhere. This is the story of the liquid that removes any blockage. Welcome to Forbidden Camping. If these stories matter to you, subscribe and activate the bell right now. Here we open the safes that the industry locked shut. In 1947, Marie-Anne Béguin was working at the Pasteur Institut in Paris. She was not looking for any drain cleaner or household cleaning solution. She was studying bacteria in soils from humid forests near Paris. Forest soil constantly accumulates plant grease and organic waste, and yet it always remained clean, fertile, and completely permeable. Begin took soil samples under centuries-old trees in the Fontainebleau forest. She found bacteria that secreted enzymes with extraordinary dissolving power. These enzymes attacked accumulated grease with perfect surgical precision. They dissolved hair, soap residue, and organic deposits in a few hours. Without extreme heat, without mechanical pressure, without violent or dangerous chemicals, only biological enzymes working as they have for millions of years in nature. She classified the two key enzymes in the process, Protease and Lipase. Protease dissolves proteins in hair accumulated inside household pipes. Lipase directly attacks solidified grease on the inner walls of pipes. She published her findings in the Annals of Microbiology of Paris that same year. 3 major European cleaning manufacturers read that study in full. They archived the study without developing any product based on it. A product that solves the problem at its root, destroys the need for repurchase. Without repurchase, that business cannot exist. In 1968, Carl Lindqvist worked for the municipality of Stockholm. He dealt with chronic blockages in the historic buildings in the city center. Those buildings had copper and cast iron pipes more than 80 years old. Caustic soda drain cleaners irreversibly damaged those old pipes. The municipality needed something that could clean without destroying heritage installations. Lindqvist found Béguin's study in a technical library in Stockholm. He combined the documented enzymes with sodium bicarbonate diluted to 5%. The result was a two-phase reaction that no one had anticipated. In the first phase, the enzymes broke the molecular bonds of the attached grease. The solid grease turned into loose, microscopic particles suspended in the water. In the second phase, the bicarbonate generated active microbubbles of carbon dioxide. These microbubbles physically detached the loosened residues from the inner walls. The system eliminated blockages over 10 years old in exactly 45 minutes, without damaging any copper or cast iron pipe in historic buildings, without an electric drill, without a metal snake, without an emergency nighttime plumber. In 1970, he presented his method at the Nordic Engineering Congress in Helsinki. 4 major European manufacturers were sitting in that conference room. They took detailed notes and asked technical questions at the end of the presentation. Lindqvist's method never appeared in any European commercial catalog afterward. This is where the story becomes truly dark for all of us. I gathered the entire protocol in the complete Forbidden Camping package. The exact measurements of enzymes and bicarbonate for each type of household blockage. The most common mistakes when applying the method and how to easily avoid them. The list of enzymes with real commercial names available in local pharmacies. The shock protocol for chronic blockages accumulated over more than 5 years. The cost comparison between the homemade method and a plumber's visit. More than 10 practical guides in one place, straight to the point. The link is in the video description. Stay here. The data coming next is the most important part of the video. Now, the numbers are impossible to ignore. A plumber visit in the United States can cost up to $300 just to show up. The best-selling drain cleaner in supermarkets costs between $8 and $15 per bottle, and it requires repurchase every time the blockage inevitably returns to the drain. It does not eliminate the cause. It only dissolves the softer core of the blockage temporarily. The dense layers of grease on the inner walls of the pipe remain intact. Within weeks, the blockage rebuilds itself exactly on that base the chemical did not touch. Researchers in Minnesota analyzed 20 leading commercial drain cleaners. The study was published in the Journal of Environmental Chemistry in 1984. 16 of the 20 had sodium hydroxide as their only real active ingredient. Pure caustic soda costs 75 cents per kilogram at industrial hardware stores. The margin between that ingredient and the retail price was 10,000%. But the study documented something even more serious than that abusive margin. Sodium hydroxide degrades PVC joints in modern home pipes and slowly corrodes copper pipes in older installations. The product that unclogs your pipes is destroying them at the same time. Every bottle you buy funds the next inevitable visit to the plumber. That is not an accidental defect of the product. It is the business model deliberately designed that way from the beginning. Here is your, if you made it this far, you already know more about pipes than almost everyone. Subscribe and share this with someone who just paid a plumber unnecessarily. The link to the complete package is in the description. Stay, what comes next is the best part. Why doesn't this method appear in any home DIY manual? Why has no plumber ever mentioned it to you in your entire adult life? The residential plumbing industry in the United States generates $58 billion a year, just from minor unclogging and pipe maintenance in private homes. The model works on a calculated premise. You cannot solve this on your own. You need to call a certified technician. You need to pay. You need to depend on the system. Drain cleaner manufacturers generate $2 billion a year in North America. Their products are formulated not to solve the root problem in the pipes. You cannot patent the sodium bicarbonate you've been buying for your kitchen for decades. You cannot create dependency when someone unclogs their pipes with pharmacy enzymes. The entire system depends on you not knowing this effective and cheap protocol. That's why Béguin was archived in a technical library that no one consults. That's why Lindqvist's method never appeared in any European commercial catalog. They were too correct for a business model that needed to remain intact. That is what should make you angry. The silent decision to archive what works in order to protect what generates money. Now I will show you exactly how to apply the protocol in your home today. You need 3 ingredients that you can get for very little in total. First, over-the-counter digestive enzymes from a pharmacy or nearby supermarket. Look on the label for the ingredients: Protease, Lipase, or amylase combined. Common brands include Beano, Similase, or any generic enzymatic digestive supplement from a pharmacy. Second, sodium bicarbonate, the orange box you already have in your kitchen. Third, distilled white vinegar, the cheapest one available at any local supermarket. Step 1. Heat half a liter of water to about 61 degrees. Do not use boiling water because it can damage the plastic joints of the drain. Pour that half liter slowly down the clogged drain of your sink or shower. The hot water softens the layer of solidified grease on the inner walls. Wait 3 minutes before continuing to the next step of the full protocol. Step 2. Add 4 tablespoons of baking soda directly into the drain. Make sure the baking soda goes inside the pipe and not onto the metal grate. Wait 2 minutes while the baking soda penetrates the accumulated soap residues. Step 3. Pour half a glass of white vinegar over the baking soda in the drain. You will see white foam and active effervescence rising immediately from the drain. This reaction generates microbubbles that physically detach residues from the walls. Do not cover the drain or add more liquid for the next 10 full minutes. Step 4. Open 2 capsules of digestive enzymes and dissolve them in warm water. Pour that enzymatic solution directly into the drain over the already loosened residues. Step 5. Let the system act for a full 45 minutes without touching the faucet. The enzymes dissolve grease, hair, and soap at a molecular level inside the pipe. This biological process cannot be sped up. It requires its full natural time. After 45 minutes, turn on the cold water tap at normal pressure. In the vast majority of cases, the drain will flow completely freely from that moment. If it is not fully cleared, repeat the protocol a second time with the same proportions. With 2 applications, the blockage gives way in practically all documented residential cases. Wageningen University in the Netherlands published its comparative research in 2016. Enzymes removed 92% of organic blockage in 40 minutes. Sodium hydroxide removed only 78% in the same time, but also accelerated corrosion of plastic joints by 34%. 92 versus 78% real effectiveness in a controlled laboratory. Very low cost versus $15 shelf price in the supermarket. No number favors the commercial product in any scientifically evaluated category. Blockages caused by solid objects inside the pipe do not respond to this enzymatic method. Tree roots in external pipes are also not solved with pharmacy enzymes. Those cases represent less than 15% of all residential blockages. 85% are accumulations of grease, hair, and dissolved soap. For those cases, the complete solution is in your pharmacy for very little. This knowledge did not die. It was waiting in an archive of the Pasteur Institute, waiting for someone to open the safe and place it in front of your eyes. If this video saved you a plumber visit, subscribe and share it right now. Every time it is shared, someone saves up to $300 in their home. Every application of enzymes is a plumber visit that never happens. This is not a cleaning tutorial. It is economic resistance. The next safe opens soon, and what's inside is worth even more. Yeah,